Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Morgan Young. Casey Nolan is off tonight. Protesters took to the streets in Washington, Missouri today after a family-owned paper ran an editorial cartoon that many are calling racist. People who live there tell our Justina Coronel enough is enough and they want some change.
I thought it was a big middle finger to us at first.
This was Matthew Jansen's reaction after opening up the Missourian to page C6. Seeing a cartoon showing a white woman being robbed by a black man. The woman says, "Help, somebody call 911. The man responds, "Good luck with that, lady. We defunded the police."
And I think what he saw was a simple cartoon, but what we saw was more than that.
The two co-owners of the Washington, Missouri newspaper issued an apology and stepped down. The publisher, their father, also resigned. For Jansen, he says, this was a prime example that a conversation needed to be done. The co-organizer says that they're protesting in Washington, Missouri to get their voices heard in their small town.
Racism in small towns will no longer be tolerated, and that was a big thing for us.
Jansen says racism is all over, including in his rural area.
And we had enough of it. We're not going to let it pass anymore, and we didn't want to be a small town that just lets this continue.
Protester Phyllis Capers wanted to make her voice heard in a place that she calls home.
I've dealt with living in a predominantly white community my whole life. It's not been easy. Our lives matter. You know, we are out here and we want to live just as fair of life as anyone else.
As strangers and friends walk side by side, their messages echo. As their feet move forward, they hope the conversation does too.
With living in a smaller area, people are set in their ways. It's really hard to break that cycle. I know it can be done. It just, people have to be open-minded and willing to learn and listen.
Justina Coronel, 5 on your side.
There will be a protest in front of the Missourian on Monday morning starting at 9. Organizers say they want to protest the cartoon but also have a conversation.